Okay, guys, welcome back to science. We've left off yesterday. So yesterday we did these three up here. We did the circulatory, respiratory, and digestive system. And today we're going to cover endocrine system, the immune system, and the lymphatic system. Okay, so this is the endocrine system. The endocrine system is made up of a group of glands that produces the body's long-distance messengers, or hormones. And hormones are chemicals that control body functions such as your metabolism, growth, sexual development. These glands include the pituitary gland, the thyroid gland, the parathyroid glands, the adrenal glands, the thymus glands, the pineal body, pancreas, ovaries, and testes. They release hormones directly in the bloodstream, which transport the hormones to organs and tissues throughout the body. That one's pretty straightforward. Next one's the immune system. So the immune system is our body's defense system against infections and diseases. Organ tissues, cells, and cell products work together to respond to dangerous organisms like viruses or bacteria and substances they may enter the body from the environment. There are three types of response systems: the immune system, the atomic response, the inflammatory response, and the immune response. The anatomic response physically prevents threatening substances from entering your body. Examples of the anatomic system include the mucous membranes and the skin. If substances do get by, the inflammatory response goes on attack. So this is basically like in your nose, you have the mucous membrane. So if you breathe something in, sometimes the mucous membrane will catch it. Your skin, obviously, will keep, like, unless you cut yourself, it keeps like dirt, things like that out. So that's basically your first line. Then the second is the inflammatory system, and that works by excreting invaders from your body. Sneezing, runny noses, and fever are all examples of the inflammatory at work. Sometimes even when you don't feel well while it's happening, your body's fighting the illness. That's why you get sick. A lot of times you get that fever. Well, it's trying to get that whatever is in you out of it. And a lot of people say, well, I finally broke. When you get a really hot fever, eventually you're going to get better. Okay, it's your system, it's your body's inflammatory system. It's way of basically fighting whatever's inside of you. And the last one, it says, when the inflammatory system responds to fail, the immune system goes to work. This is essential part of the immune system, is made of white blood cells, which fight infections by gobbling up antigens. About a quarter of white blood cells, called the lymphocytes, migrate to help lymph nodes and produce antibodies which fight disease. So this could be something, you get a bacteria in you, the white blood cells are the ones really attacking it, and eventually they overtake it and you pass it out of your body. But it's really the white blood cells in the immune system are really the ones fighting, those antigens or the bad, basically, cells. The last one we're going to look at is the lymphatic system. It's also a defense system for the body. It filters out organisms that cause disease, produces white blood cells, and generates disease-fighting antibodies. It also distributes fluids and nutrients in the body and drains excess fluids and protein so the tissue does not swell. The lymphatic system is made up of a network of vessels that help circulate body fluids. These vessels carry excess fluid away from space between tissue and organs and return to the bloodstream. Okay. So I just want to take a look here, you guys. Let me see. So let's just look at the immune system here. This is just a slideshow, so we'll just take a look at the immune system here. So it says the immune system is your body's way of fighting diseases, made up mostly of your skin, white blood cells, and lymph nodes. It keeps you from getting sick and helps you get well once you are sick. Then it says here, your skin is an important part of your immune system. It protects your insides from germs. Inside some bones, a material called bone marrow produces blood cells. When you are sick, the bone marrow produces more white blood cells. The white blood cells pictured among red cells is the powerhouse immune system. When you are sick, the white blood cells, like I said, eats up the bad cells. And white blood cells are found in the blood vessels and the lymph vessels. Lymph vessels carry a clear fluid. Lymph nodes are filters that trap bacteria and viruses. And it says lymphs circulate from lymph node to lymph node. Lymphs carry the white blood cells to fight the germs. When you have a sore throat, the lymph nodes under your jaw can swell up. This is because there are more white blood cells there to fight the germs. It says this child has chickenpox, which is called by viruses. Viruses, bacteria, and fungi are types of germs that can make you sick. Your immune system fights those germs to keep you healthy. And sometimes your immune system cannot get rid of all the germs and you get sick. It's important to eat well and get enough rest so your immune system stays healthy. And this just goes back to the first slide there again. Okay, so what I do want to show you guys, so we will do, next week we'll do the muscular system, reproductive and skeletal and urinary. Those are really the last four we'll do. But if you look at this, there's some questions. So you can read those last four parts if you want to answer these questions. And then what I want to do, this is just, we'll go over this real quick right now. This is just a quick, basically, guide sort of to the human body. So it says the body is organized on seven different levels, from organ systems to cells. Groups of cells form tissues, and groups of tissues form organs. And organs form the organ system. All parts of the body work together to maintain homeostasis or keep internal conditions stable. Failure of homeostasis can be fatal. So these are the key terms. Cell is the basic unit, structure, or function. And it goes into tissue. That's a cluster of cells. An organ is a group of tissues working together. An organ system is a group of organs working together. And then homeostasis, that's the process where the body tries to keep internal conditions stable. So in normal conditions, we have homeostasis. And if you go over here, it says all systems of the body work together to maintain homeostasis. Hormones and endocrine systems play a large part in maintaining homeostasis. If homeostasis fails, the person can get sick and die. Okay. And this basically talks about kind of how our body is organized. Kind of covers the organ system, organ, tissue, and cell. And this just goes back over what we did up there a little basically further in depth. And then if you look down here, so we have, these are the main organ systems. We have our skeletal, which is our bones, muscle, obviously our muscles, the digestive, that's the thing we did yesterday, your stomach, esophagus. Respiratory would be, the heart, the lungs. Nervous system, that's the brain. And circulatory is basically all like the vessels throughout our body. And we kind of covered that yesterday. So here are the answers to those questions. There's 8 of them. You can go ahead and try to answer those. And then we will go over those other systems next Tuesday. I think the last 4 we haven't covered, but you can certainly go ahead and read those. Okay, guys, that's it for today. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.